Welcome back to the channel Coins Collector everyone to another exciting video on rare coins, hidden treasures, and unbelievable coin discoveries that might just be sitting inside your change jar or coin collection right now. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating and valuable modern-era coins ever to make headlines, the 1984 Liberty 1-cent coin from the United States of America. This is not just any penny you find every day in your pocket or stuck under the couch cushions. This 1-cent piece carries an incredible story, a history filled with mystery, minting errors, and collector passion that has turned a simple copper-plated coin into a piece worth an astonishing $569,000 in the coin market today. If you've ever wondered how a 1-cent coin, a coin most people overlook or toss into a jar, could become worth more than a luxury car, a house, or even a college education, then you're in the right place. Stay tuned because we're going to break down everything you need to know about the 1984 Liberty penny, its history, how it came to be, why it's so rare, and how it reached such an incredible market value. The story of the 1984 Liberty 1-cent coin begins at the United States Mint during a time of transition and innovation. By 1982, the Mint had shifted from using mostly copper in pennies to using zinc coated with copper. This change was made due to rising metal prices and the growing cost of producing coins. By 1984, all 1-cent coins were being struck on copper-plated zinc planchets, weighing about 2.5 grams. At first glance, they look identical to older Lincoln cents, but beneath that shiny surface lies a different composition, and for collectors, a new world of possibilities. The 1984 Lincoln cent features the classic bust of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner, a design that has been in use since 1909. The word Liberty stands boldly to the left, the date 1984 sits on the right, and the familiar motto, "In God We Trust," arches proudly across the top. On the reverse side, we have the image of the Lincoln Memorial, a design by Frank Gasparo that symbolizes American freedom, equality, and strength. But what makes this particular coin stand out is not the design itself, it's the error, the variation, and the rarity that occurred during its minting process. One of the most famous and valuable versions of the 1984 penny is the 1984 double die obverse, often referred to as the double ear variety. On this coin, you can clearly see a second, distinct impression of Lincoln's ear, giving it a doubled look. This doubling occurred due to a slight misalignment during the hubbing process at the mint, where the design was impressed twice on the die. These errors are extremely rare, and only a handful have been discovered in high-grade condition. For collectors, such doubling represents both a fascinating mistake in minting and an opportunity for tremendous value. Now imagine finding one of these in your collection, untouched, preserved, and shining just like the day it was struck. High-grade versions certified by top grading companies like PCGS or NGC have fetched jaw-dropping prices at auction. One of these rare 1984 Liberty 1-cent coins, with the doubled ear and in pristine mint state condition, sold for around $569,000. Yes, you heard that right, a single penny worth nearly $600,000, that is the power of rarity, condition, and collector demand. The coin market has always rewarded those who pay attention to detail. Something as small as a doubled feature, a minting flaw, or a minor variation in strike quality can transform a common coin into a treasure, but to truly appreciate this coin, we need to look at the bigger picture of its history. The 1980s were a time when the U.S. Mint was modernizing its equipment and changing metal compositions. Mistakes were bound to happen as new dies, presses, and planchets came into use. The 1984 Liberty penny serves as a window into that transitional period, a moment when technology met tradition and small imperfections created legendary collectibles. For most people, the 1984 penny is just a simple coin, but to numismatists, it tells a story about American production, attention to detail, and the unpredictable nature of minting. Each die used at the mint could produce hundreds of thousands of coins, and yet, one slightly flawed die could create a unique variety that stands out forever. Collectors today are constantly searching for that exact 1984 double die penny. Online marketplaces, coin shows, and auctions are filled with enthusiasts hoping to find one. Some people even check every penny that passes through their hands, knowing that the next coin they look at could be worth more than their entire collection combined. the value of this coin also highlights the importance of coin grading and preservation. Condition plays a massive role in determining worth. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with mint state coins, MS 60 and above, being the most desirable. A 1984 Liberty penny in circulated condition might bring only a few dollars, but the same coin in mint state with sharp details and nowhere could be worth thousands. Add the doubling error, and that value skyrockets into the hundreds of thousands. Collectors often use magnifying glasses or microscopes to spot the doubling on Lincoln's ear. The clearer and more pronounced it is, the more valuable the coin becomes. But beyond the error itself, the story behind it makes it even more special. Every time you hold one of these coins, you're holding a piece of minting history, a reminder that even the most routine processes can produce something extraordinary. The coin's worth of $569,000 is not just about metal or rarity. It reflects passion, history, and the incredible community of collectors who keep the spirit of coin collecting alive. Every auction, every discovery, every new video like this one adds another chapter to the story of coins like the 1984 Liberty 1-cent.so. As you listen today, remember to check your own coins carefully. That small penny sitting in your drawer could hold more value than you ever imagined. Look closely at the date, the details, and especially the area near Lincoln's ear. You never know what you might find. The 1984 Liberty penny teaches us a valuable lesson, that even the smallest objects can have the greatest worth when you know their history and significance. It also reminds us that patience, curiosity, and knowledge are the keys to uncovering hidden treasures in the world of numismatics. In today's market, the demand for error coins is stronger than ever. Collectors worldwide are willing to pay record-breaking prices for unique varieties and minting mistakes. The internet has made trading, discovering, and showcasing coins easier than ever before. Videos like this one are part of that growing excitement, helping collectors connect, learn, and share their passion for coins that have stories worth telling. So whether you're a longtime collector, a casual enthusiast, or someone who just found a handful of old coins in a family box, this video will inspire you to look closer, appreciate the artistry of minting, and maybe even start your own collection. Stay tuned, because in this video we'll uncover the detailed history behind the 1984 penny. Explore how experts authenticate and grade these coins, and reveal the steps you can take to identify one yourself. By the end, you'll know exactly what makes this coin one of the most valuable modern pennies ever discovered. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another story about hidden treasures, rare finds, and coins worth big money. Because sometimes, the greatest treasures are hiding right in plain sight, in the change in your pocket. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most talked about coins in modern numismatic circles, the 1993 Liberty 1-cent coin. This unassuming little coin, often mistaken for just another penny in your pocket, has made headlines for being worth a staggering $299,000 in the collector's market. That is right, one small cent that could be sitting somewhere in your coin jar or maybe tucked away in a drawer could turn out to be worth more than most luxury cars. Before we get into the details of how this coin came to be, what makes it so valuable, and why collectors are willing to pay such an incredible price for it, I want to say welcome back to all of you coin enthusiasts, history lovers, and treasure hunters. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss our future deep dives into rare and valuable coins. Every episode we explore the stories hidden in plain sight, and today's story is one that combines mystery, history, and money all in one copper-colored masterpiece. The 1993 Liberty 1-cent coin was part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, which began in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the decades, the Lincoln cent has seen a variety of changes, from its design and composition to the minting techniques used to produce it. But few years have generated as much curiosity as 1993. On the surface, 1993 might seem like an ordinary year for coin production, yet beneath that simple date lies a fascinating chapter in the world of minting. The United States Mint produced millions of pennies that year, but a very small number of them contained striking errors or unique features that would later elevate them to legendary status among collectors. Now, you might be wondering what makes the 1993 Liberty penny so special. After all, we have seen rare coins before: double die cents, off-center strikes, and the famous 1943 copper penny that is worth a small fortune. But the 1993 edition carries its own kind of magic. The first key lies in the minting details. Some of these coins were struck using dies that were slightly misaligned, creating sharper reliefs on the Liberty head and more defined inscriptions on the obverse side. In certain cases, the coins show a stunning level of clarity that makes Lincoln's portrait appear almost three-dimensional. Others reveal subtle doubling on the inscriptions, such as, "In God We Trust," or "Liberty," and these varieties have caught the attention of numismatists around the world. The second factor that drives the enormous value of the 1993 Liberty 1-cent coin is its rarity and pristine condition. Most coins from that era entered circulation almost immediately and endured years of wear and tear. But a few untouched specimens, preserved in mint state condition or graded at the highest levels by professional grading services, have become extremely scarce. These are the coins that fetch astonishing prices at auctions. In fact, one such coin, graded nearly perfect, recently sold for an incredible $299,000, breaking expectations and setting a new benchmark for modern Lincoln cents. The reason is simple: collectors are always seeking coins that not only tell a story but also stand out for their flawless preservation. Let us take a step back and appreciate the broader context. The early 1990s were a time of transition for the United States Mint. Technology was advancing, and the materials used for coin production were being refined. The Mint had already switched from the traditional 95% copper composition to a copper-plated zinc planchet by the early 1980s. This change, though small on paper, made a big difference in the way coins aged and reacted to their environment. Zinc-based coins are lighter and sometimes more prone to errors in the plating process. Some of the 1993 pennies display fascinating surface textures or color variations due to this composition change. For collectors, these small differences create big excitement, because each coin becomes a tiny time capsule reflecting the era's minting evolution. But the value of the 1993 Liberty 1-cent coin is not just about metal and minting errors. It also comes from the deeper connection collectors feel to history. Every coin minted by the United States carries with it a snapshot of the nation's story. The Lincoln cent, in particular, represents ideals of freedom, perseverance, and leadership. When you hold one of these coins, you hold a piece of history that has passed through countless hands, witnessed generations, and traveled through time. And when one of these coins turns out to be extraordinarily rare, it transforms from a simple object of exchange into a symbol of discovery. Imagine finding one of these valuable coins in your loose change or tucked away in an old jar. The thought of uncovering something worth nearly $300,000 is thrilling. That is why so many people have begun to take a closer look at their pennies, inspecting each date and mint mark under magnifying glasses, hoping to spot that elusive 1993 gem. It has sparked a wave of renewed interest in coin collecting, bringing both new hobbyists and seasoned numismatists together in search of hidden treasures. In today's episode, we are going to explore everything there is to know about this coin: its design, history, production numbers, varieties, and current market trends. We will look at how grading works and why even the slightest difference in condition can mean the difference between a 1-cent coin and a six-figure prize. We will also uncover stories from collectors who have struck gold, or rather copper, by discovering rare coins in the most unexpected places. You will learn what to look for, how to authenticate a genuine 1993 Liberty 1-cent coin, and how the market for rare pennies continues to grow with each passing year. The numismatic market has seen remarkable changes recently. With online auctions, specialized grading services, and global collector communities, rare coins have become more accessible and more valuable than ever. The 1993 Liberty cent has benefited from this surge of attention. Its value continues to climb as more people recognize its historical and monetary significance. What was once dismissed as ordinary pocket change has now become a symbol of opportunity and fascination. As we begin our journey into the story of the 1993 Liberty 1-cent coin, take a moment to appreciate how something so small can carry such immense worth. Every coin has a story, but this one stands out because of its blend of rarity, beauty, and mystery. Whether you are a serious collector or just someone who loves uncovering hidden history, this coin reminds us that value is not always measured by size. Sometimes, it is the quiet, humble penny that holds the greatest surprise. Stick around, because in the next segments we will examine close-up images of the coin, discuss the key features that distinguish it from ordinary 1993 cents, and reveal why experts consider it one of the modern legends of American coinage. You will also find out what grading services look for when assigning those top-tier ratings that make all the difference in value. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly what to look for in your own collection, just in case one of these rare treasures happens to be hiding right under your nose. Once again, welcome back to the channel. Grab your magnifying glass, dust off that coin album, and let us step into the fascinating world of numismatic discovery. The story of the 1993 Liberty 1-cent coin is about more than money. It is about curiosity, history, and the thrill of finding something extraordinary where most people see only the ordinary. Get ready, because what we are about to uncover could change the way you look at every penny you ever hold.